Alright, YouTube, I am here with another cleaner. This is vintage EUREKA that I just recently went and picked up. The reason I say just went and picked up is because I had it with my cousin, a Devil Dog Leader 1987, here on YouTube. And the reason for that is, well, some backstory is, there was this user on Facebook who was selling it, and I'm not going to name drop in case they don't like that, for privacy reasons. And I said, as soon as I have the funds available, I'll send them. Well, they shipped it to me before I could pay. So instead of jumping right into it and putting it together and checking out what was wrong with it, because I said it would need some service, I brought the box with this in there to my cousin's house. I did open it and see what it was, and it was this. So I just taped it back up and brought it to my cousin so he could hold on to it for me until I could pay for it. So he said, sure, I'll hold on to it. Just put it in the back of the car. He has a hearse, so not that big of a problem. And yes, you can own a hearse, for those who don't know. It's a pretty big car. It's like a stretched out station wagon. He has his full of salvaged computer parts, and then he had this in there until I could pay for it. And today he called me up early saying, hey, you know that EUREKA vacuum cleaner you said was in that box? I said, yeah. I said, well, I'll help you pay for it so that you can take it home. I know you've been anxious to get it home and do a video on it. He watches my channel. So he sent the remaining funds that needed to be paid to the user to my PayPal. I'm not going to name drop his PayPal or anything because, well, it has his real name and he doesn't really want his real name out on YouTube. So anyway, I finally get it paid for. I put it in the back of the car and bring it home. And it took me a while to get it paid for, but it was worth it in the end. I know the user's happy, and I'm happy because I get to have this vintage EUREKA. Now, the only other problems with it, I did notice this when I turned it on, is the cooling fan is loose on the shaft. So I'm not going to run this too much until I get that fixed. And I will do a paper test. So anyway, and the other problem is that the brush roll and bottom plate that I have on it is not the right ones. As you can probably see there are no nubs to put the front of the bottom plate in. That's because this is the wrong one, but it's held in there it's held on there pretty good with the clamps. And this one is a regulator EUREKA, as you can see here. And it is a 2-speed motor. We got high. So, yeah, 2-speed EUREKA. I got a brand new F&G bag in here. It's not really a good brand of EUREKA F&G, but it'll work. So we're going to start it out in low. I'm going to adjust the height. And we're going to clean up all this sand and leaves. So you get a dirt test and a paper test later on. Now we'll run it on high. And there it is. I'll go get some. Well, first I hope I have some paper in this other shredder, because that one I haven't been able to shred any more paper. Yeah, I got enough for a test. Let me move this can out of the way. Oh. So I'm not going to put a whole lot down because, well, I'm pretty sure we all want to see another test eventually. So we'll do this. We're going to start it out on low again and then put it on high. Now on high. Now, another thing, I know this is not the right bag. I'm pretty sure that the original bag would be about the same color as the hood and possibly have like a flower pattern on it. Oh, and maybe not a box top, but I don't know. This model is, well, it's not one I know. I know there is one about like this. I think it's under the Vanguard name. This one is a model 2375. And just because I know a lot of people want to know the year. Maybe you can see that, maybe not. Of course not, because my phone doesn't really want to get that black on black writing. Made in 70, I believe that's another 7, so 77, or it could be 72. I don't know, but either way, there's vintage EUREKA. So tell me how y'all liked it, tell me what y'all want to see, and I'll see what I can do, how I can do it, and when I can do it. So you can also check out my website. It's in the About section on this channel. And once again, I'm going to try and get the requests. So until next time, bye.